Hello, I'm Strack, and I'm speaking to my friends in Jordan from sunny Orlando, Florida. Please know we're counting down the days with great anticipation when over 100 American students and educators will be coming to spend 3 days in one of the most exciting places in the world. And we're talking about Jordan. It's been my privilege to be to Jordan. This will be my 15th trip. I've been to the various countries of the Middle East. This is my 51st time. You have a right to know a little bit about me and a little bit about the program. So I wanted to speak to you heart to heart, eye to eye, face to face, so you and I can begin working on what I trust will be several days of great understanding and insight. I want you to know, first of all, that Student Leadership University has now trained 36,000 students from over 16 different countries, many different religions, many different denominations, some with no religion, no faith. But we are a faith-based operation. By that, we believe that faith plays a very important role in how we live our lives. So I want to say at the outset, if men and women of faith from Jordan and the United States don't take the initiative to get to know each other and to build friendships and relationships, and most of all begin to gain understanding, then I don't know who will take that step. So I say without any apology that the students that will be coming to Jordan is part of the Student Leadership Forum, part of the East-West Initiative, and we're very privileged to be coming. We recognize that, but we're also very excited because it helps fulfill a vision. And the vision is simply this. We believe that my generation, now I'm an older guy, still incredibly cool, but I'm an older guy. And I believe my generation has left a mess on this planet for your generation. I've been committed for some time to take the training that I do for major corporations around the world and to try to give high school and university students a 20-year head start in the rules and tools of leadership. Now, it's not just enough to teach the attitude of a leader and the habits of a leader, the characteristics of a leader, but at Student Leadership, we stress that to really be a leader, you have to influence other people and you have to serve other people. We believe servant leadership is probably the greatest leadership on the planet. And I believe when I look at some of the fires that are burning around the world, whether it's AIDS or whether it's poverty, I also know that some of the challenges of the Middle East are something that your generation is going to have to help find the solution. What I'm trying to do is to bring 100 of some of the sharpest and most dedicated, most faithful, most serious American students and put them in an environment with over 100 Jordanian students and let you spend a lot of time together. Can I be candid with you? In the West and in America, we have a lot we need to learn about you, about your remarkable country. We have a lot we need to learn about the Quran and about your faith. And we have a lot we need to learn about the Palestinian issue. And so what I'm attempting to do is to work with the business community, the various faith community. We're looking forward to our American students hearing from a leading Islamic scholar, hearing from a leading Greek Orthodox scholar. We want to know more about what you believe and what you feel. We also want to get a sense of what life is like in Jordan for high school and primarily university students. And at the same time, we want you to learn what our life is like. You see, we want to know what you think, and we're hoping you want to know what we think. Because I found, especially with these students from over 16 nations, and as I've been privileged to speak around the world, we found that if I can get young people in a room together, I promise you amazing things happen. Because the future belongs to those that are prepared. We also believe that we have to realize that we're neighbors. We're in this together. And I believe with all my heart that if we could have a Renaissance mind and the soul of a devout man or woman and the heart of a patriot, these American students are going to be patriotic. They love their country. and yet strengths and weaknesses. And you know what I say to those that came from around the world? You need to be a patriot. You need to love your country. And so that's what we want to do. We want to also, to be honest with you, we want to have the influence of a leader. We want to be able to change the world. And my generation didn't do it, and so we believe you're worth this investment. And can I be very candid? It's humbling to be able to come and to work with the businessmen and women, the religious community, and your government officials. And we're so impressed by His Majesty and Her Majesty as we've read many of their presentations, even watched your lovely Queen on YouTube. We're amazed that there are young, dynamic leaders being raised up around the world. Let's solve some of these problems. Let's take the initiative and get to know each other. Please know we're very excited about our time together for this East-West initiative, for a time of understanding, and I promise you, we're real excited about coming to your country. And one last word, if I might. This was born out of when I went to Palestine, when I began to visit a lot of the young people. And to be perfectly honest, I was amazed at that I said, you know what, American students need to meet Palestinian students. And then American students need to meet these sharp Jordanian students. And then I was privileged, Dr. David Ferguson and myself, to help scholarship many young people to come to the United States. Many of them were in our home, and they went through 2 of our programs. And of course, we've gone back now, both to Jordan and to Palestine, to visit some of them, to find out what was the experience like. What could we have done on our end to be more welcoming? And you know what? It was an amazing thing. American students walked away going, man, we like those students. And you know what? They walked away saying the American students are nothing like we've seen in the movies, or we've seen on the music videos, or we read about. You see, I think it's time that we get young leaders that are serious and put them in the room, and let's see what amazing things can happen. I look forward to seeing you, meeting you, and I want to just say again to His Majesty King Abdullah, we're so grateful for this opportunity to work closely with so many amazing Jordanian students and many of our friends in Jordan. We look forward to seeing you and meeting many new ones.